We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Boston Scott, his first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Both of these two teams, the Jets and Dolphins, looking to improve their rushing attack in 2020. Last year, they were the bottom two teams in the league in terms of rushing yards. The Jets at 31, and the Dolphins dead last at number 32. Minshew with a quick throw out wide to Chark. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Now Callaway on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Dolphin football
at their own 40-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
On the carry.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And it's 3rd down.
Too big for you.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
And the Dolphins.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Tua now on 1st down. He's going to fire deep for Rat, and this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Damian Ratley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Jaguars nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Scott. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Scott. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Did you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first down, Scott. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's good for another Jacksonville first and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
218, jump.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
I'm scared.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
A loss of 4 yards.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Jaguars 3.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun is Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
It's a gain of
run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
This is Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
Tackle made there by Camelé Correa.
No gain on.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Ball carrier.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Complete to number
Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Defense, let's go. Mike 51, Mike 51. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 6 got 80 weapon. 2.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
47 is the mark.
Here's Breida. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
And yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, it's Scott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's Minshew. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Tua. Got an open man, it's Rattler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Tua now on 1st down. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
A gain of 26.
A good pickup there, 26
First
yards.
Dolphins.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Jaguars' 10-yard line.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. To and throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Mike Gesicki. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Breida. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Miami.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This out quickly to Williams. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches at the 9-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Correa coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They go counter with Breida. And he'll power his way up near the 25.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On the carry, this is Scott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Minshew. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
For the point after.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and the lead is down to 28-10.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run again with Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
38-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
47's the mic. 47's.
Now a give to Breida. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The stop by Taven Bryan. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Burrito, the ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Minshew sets to throw, and this is incomplete. Boston Scott, the one he was looking for that time, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw, and he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. It'll be Minshew again. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On 1st down, here's Breida. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm coming for you.
Now Tua. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Breida on a toss left. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll set up a screen for Breida, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he locates LaVisca Chenault, the rookie from Colorado. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He was tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now it's 2nd and 9. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
A 48-yard attempt.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they